let me say a few things that will help maybe people out there deal with their fear and with their stress and with their anxiety that they have about this, because that has been one of the bad things that's happened about this. Stress levels are through the roof. Stress levels are very high. Fear is very high. We don't need more fear, but we're getting more fear. So that's one of the bad things about it. Okay, so only when you are confident that all is right with the world, that all is exactly as it needs to be, will you find peace. When you realize that the world is exactly as it needs to be to provide us, that is humanity, with the lessons we most need to learn, and when you also realize that everybody is doing the best they can to evolve the quality of their consciousness they came in with, that is, doing the best they can with who and what they are, then you will see that everything is just as it needs to be. We humans interact with each other. Things and situations will happen to us, individually and collectively, and we must make every effort to respond to those things, to embrace those things with the best choices we can muster, choices that are always positive, caring of other, and without fear, choices that reflect our understanding, compassion, and love. Now, realizing these things allows one to accept reality, that is daily life as it is, without stress, anger, or fear, thus providing us with a sense of peace and tranquility, even as we live within a sometimes harsh and scary world. With these realizations, one sees that current events, good, bad, or indifferent, represent a dance of opportunity, opportunity to learn and grow, and opportunity to make choices based on love and caring. Yes, most of us tend to be slow learners, but this schoolhouse called life will always patiently and continually present us with the exact opportunities we most need right now to grow up, to evolve the quality of our consciousness, until we finally get it, however long that takes. So only when you are confident that all is right in the world will you find peace and tranquility within the chaos of daily existence. So my idea is that all is just the way it should be, in the sense we are ready now to grow up. This virus has been the challenge, the stimulation that is kind of kicking us in the pants to get us to rise to the occasion and be more caring, more thoughtful, less self-centered. It's right where it needs to be, right on time when it needs to be, right when we're ready to learn that lesson. So here we are. Okay, it's not necessarily a pleasant situation, but it's what we learn from. It's how we grow up. So if you look at the world and say, well, everything's just exactly the way it needs to be. Our lessons are just what we need at the time we need. And lastly, fear itself is like a virus. If you're fearful, other people catch that from you. And if you take fearful things that you get on your Facebook account and you forward them, that is just like passing a fear virus around. You know, the conspiracy theories, you know, it's more fear. It's all about, you know, oh no, the virus is going to get us and all the things it's going to do and all the evil people that have started this virus on purpose and, you know, all the rest of that stuff is just meant to scare us. And that fear spreads just like the virus. And then you have all those other effects. It makes the bad stuff more probable. It makes everybody more susceptible. So as that fear junk comes across your computer or your phone, do just the same thing as you're doing with the virus. Distance yourself from it and don't pass it on. Okay, that's the thing. So we need to let the fear go. So you need to be able to look at this world, however ugly it is, however, you know, scary it is, and realize that it's just what we need to grow up. And growing up is really what it's all about. So yay, maybe we will learn something here. It's not a terrible, awful thing. It's just something we have to accept and deal with in a positive way. Do the best we can. Whatever happens is going to happen. We get to deal with it and we get to learn from it. So that's my kind of bigger picture viewpoint of this virus. So in ways I find it very positive. I've seen more cooperation among people in the last 2 weeks than I've probably seen in the previous 2 decades. People really trying to bend over backwards in any way they can to be helpful in this situation to other people. And that by itself is nothing short of amazing.